rich and storied history of famed broodmare Suelita is about to enter a new chapter, with Whitsbury Manor Stud set to offer the mare for sale in the Sceptre sessions of the Tattersall's December mare sale. I've come here to meet Ed Harper to find out more about this remarkable broodmare. Well, Ed, she's probably one of the most well-known broodmares in the country. She's steeped in Whitsbury history. Why are you selling Suelita now?
Well, the truth of it, Gina, is she's probably outgrown us. You know, the thing that really keeps Whitsbury growing is our reputation of building stallion careers and supporting our own stallions. And she's done a great job with that. I mean, we bred Alchemate and Get Ahead by showcasing, and we've got a lovely colt foaled by Havana Grey. But the truth of it is she's probably been to a Whitsbury stallion for the last time. She's in foal to Frankel now. It's her perfect match. Now's the time.
So she's in foal to Frankel, she's going to the sale. The timing seems to be right for you. Was it still a very difficult decision to make, though? It
was a really difficult decision, and to be honest, it was one we only made right up until the last day of entries. Yeah. To be honest, we're going back and forth over it. But, you know, thinking about our young stallions, Dragon Symbol, Elite Status, Sergei, you know, we're probably better off investing the money she can realise into young mares that can go to those stallions. Yeah. You know, she's far too special to go to unproven stallions. She needs to be going to the cream of the crop every time. So why not sell her to someone that can race her offspring, enjoy racing them at the top level, and we can reinvest that money into mares that can go to our young stallions. And she's 16 now, but I mean, the way she walks around here, Ed, she looks magnificent. She's like a young mare still. Yeah, well, it's fantastic to have a superstar mare that we can genuinely recommend to our best clients and say, look, there are no holes in this mare. She gets in foal every season. She's barely missed. You only need to look at her breeding record just to see how easy it is to get in foal. She got in foal to Frankel first time this year again. She looks magnificent. Hopefully people will be able to see that and we'll be able to, you know, give everyone the assurances that, you know, I'd like to think there's lots of foals left in her. And there's a lot of evidence now for people to see in terms of the amazing horses she's produced over the years. But for you, who are so close to the action with those horses from the ground upwards, what are those special characteristics? What has made her such a successful broodmare? She's so mentally tough. Even with filming today, she wants to know what's about, who's around, you know, where all the other horses is. She's always the boss of the paddock. And to be honest, funny enough, the people that have been surprised with selling her, you know, she'll actually probably get a more bespoke care at a smaller place with the higher quality mares. You know, we are a commercial stallion operation. We are built for numbers, not the odd Uber mare. And wherever she goes, we know she's going to be so well looked after. She's so special. She's in foal to Frankel. You know, wherever she goes, they're going to care for her brilliantly. So we're not worried about that. But yeah, she produces a lovely looking type, but I think it's probably the mentality she passes on which is most special. And what's been so special about that mating with Frankel in particular? Well, I think physically the mating with Frankel probably is the perfect match. She's a neat type, as you've seen, and that bigger, scopier type of horse with a bit more leg. You know, Chaldine himself is not a big horse, but he's an absolute beauty with a big walk. And then the foal last year, who broke the record of the highest price foal. You know, she was a special foal. You know, I'd bet she'd throw just the same type again. She very much throws to the stallion. So, you know, there's no better stallion around than Frankel. So, you know, hopefully she'll just produce another one like it. And just take us back, if you can, Ed. We've heard the story of Suelita and just what a phenomenal kind of find she was really for the farm, but just remind us of the sourcing of this mare. She's been an integral part of the building of Whitsbury over the last few years. Dad bought her. It's the last mare he bought, you know, and her legacy will live on in the stock and the infrastructure that having her has been able to build us. You know, this isn't the last chapter of Suelita at Whitsbury. We still have the colt foaled by Havana Grey, and her legacy lives on in everything she's been able to do with the farm. But I think, you know, selling her at this point to likely an end user is the right time for her, and we'll enjoy watching what she does beyond this. We'll wish them all the best of luck and hope they breed another classic winner. Well, it's fantastic, Ed, to get a look at the latest Suelita superstar, hopefully off the production line, a Havana Grey colt. Tell us a little bit about him and what your plan is for him. So yeah, this is the Havana Grey colt out of Suelita. He was born on the 7th of May this year. But the plan for him, even when we did the mating, was for him to be kept as a yearling to sell, hopefully at Book 1 next year, because it's Havana Grey's first uplifted crop of 2-year-olds running next year, since he got the crop of mares after he showed he was a superior stallion. So up until now, his first runners have only been off those lower introductory fees. He's not had any runners from anything over 8,000 as yet. And it's those first runners that we want to follow up with him at Book 1 next year.
So I guess as a commercial operation, you're just looking at marrying, the culmination of what you've produced with Suelita on this farm with the culmination of Havana Grey. I mean, it's kind of finding that perfect time, I guess.
Yeah, he's probably the pinnacle of what we're ever going to be able to breed here. It was sending our best mare we're ever going to have to probably the best stallion we're ever going to have. Yeah. In terms of him going to the sales next year, we're expecting big things from Havana Grey's crop of 2-year-olds next year, and rolling the best bred Havana Grey into the sales after that will just be fantastic. So that's the plan. A long way out, but I wanted you to see him.
Yeah, and to my mind, we saw the Frankel last year, and of course everyone knows Chaldean and some of the other horses some very good horses that she's produced. How typical is he for you? I can see Suelita in him. She does seem to stamp her stock.
Yeah, he's very like his mum. He's more close coupled, and a more sprintery type than obviously the Frankels that we've produced out of her. Ideally, Suelita would probably go to Frankel for the rest of her life, I imagine. But we really wanted to do this mating, produce an absolute rocket by Havana Grey, and we're chuffed to bits with him. He is one of the younger foals on the place. And people will be able to see that we got the mare in foal first time. She was scanned in foal off a 30th of May cover, and he's a 7th of May foal, so just shows how easy she is to get in foal.
Yeah, and temperament wise, very similar to last year's foal. He just seems to take it all in his stride.
Yeah, all the Suelitas are pretty confident. I mean, coming out here with the camera, he's not too bothered. His friends are a lot older than him out in this paddock, but you wouldn't know it. He's very brave, and at the moment we're just treating him like any other foal, really. But come yearling prep next year, it'll be a different story.
Well, Ed, I'm sure it'll be bittersweet when she comes to the sales ring. But can you sum up what she's meant to you, your family, and the operation here at Whitsbury?
Yeah, well, she's meant a huge amount to my family and all the team here. It's been an absolute privilege to own her, and hopefully there's lots more of the story to come.